Today we're going to walk around the outside of this J-Flight travel trailer to show you how some of the things operate. First we'll start up front. On this unit we have a power jack. This is up, down. There's also a light on here. The propane tanks are here, and you can remove the cover, or this model has a flip-up cover. And you can see there's a regulator here. If you lift the cover up, there's an arrow that you can direct from one tank to the other. If you open both tanks, it'll use the side the arrow is pointed to first, and then automatically draw from the other tank once the first one's empty, and it has a red indicator showing that the first one's empty. You can just open one tank and use that, and then you know the other one's full. But you should periodically, we've checked for gas leaks, but you should periodically check for gas leaks throughout the unit. This is where the battery is. Batteries are not maintenance free, so you need to check the water level on those. Down here there's a breakaway switch that the cable connects to your tow vehicle. If you ever came unhooked, that pin would pull out and lock the trailer brakes up. This unit also is set up to add solar if you would like to. As we go around the side, we've got a light in the front. There's a switch on the light right here. Storage area on this side that's open. This one has the power cord in this unit. This unit has a 50 amp service, so it's a heavier power cord. And I don't know if you can see, there's a light on the other side that you can operate. This is up under the bed. There are 4 jacks that crank down. You need to periodically lubricate the jacks. This is the outside shower. If we open that up, there's just a hot and cold faucet and a shower head that comes out. The city water connection, when you're at a site that has water, you just connect the hose straight in here, and that'll go into all your lines and your water heater and everything. This is the black tank flush. When you're cleaning out your waste tank, your black tank, you connect a hose here, open up the valve on the tank, and it'll wash the water out of the system. Down here there are a couple of drains, low point drains. When you winterize the unit, you pull those. And this unit has a gray water holding tank and a black tank. You can see the valves right here. These valves just pull in and out to open and close, and then you'll hook your sewer hose up right here. There's also a low point drain here. Actually, there are 2 on this unit, because this has 2 freshwater tanks for a total of about 80 gallons of capacity, but that's where you drain the tanks. This is your water heater, and you won't normally do anything out here on the outside, but this cover opens, and this pressure relief valve, commonly that'll drip some, especially when you start with a tank of cold water and heat it up, and it expands and builds up pressure. This is the fill for your freshwater tank. If you're going to use your own water, carry your own water, or use your water from this storage tank, you won't be hooked up to city water at that point, and you'll turn the water pump on inside, and that water pump will pump water from this tank into the same lines and water heater and everything that the city water connection goes to. This is your power cord connection. These are kind of neat because some of the new ones have a little light showing that there's power there. You want to check your wheel lugs fairly often at first. I think Jayco says like 10, 25, 50 miles. But all trailers have been towed from Indiana, and we've checked them. You still want to check them periodically, as well as tire pressure. The tire pressure will be listed on the tire, and that's usually 50 or 65 pounds, but the pressure will be listed on the tire. This is the refrigerator vent. The way this refrigerator works, it uses a heating element, either electric heating element or a gas flame, to circulate the fluid in the refrigerator to cool. So this, you need to have airflow at the back of the refrigerator. This is the lower vent, and this is the upper vent. A lot of units won't have a vent on the side like this. They'll have it up on the roof, but because the refrigerator is in the slide out, it has to be this way on this unit. And here's an input for either cable or satellite. You can just come along and connect right there. You store, or at least I do, store my sewer hose in the in the bumper, and actually there's room to store one in each end, and you know, kind of out of the way and not in one of your compartments. Some of the new sewer hoses have bigger connections, and you may have to put them in a compartment. This unit has a ladder that goes up to the roof. You want to check on the roof, you want to check the seals often, at least once a year, and or you can have us check the seals. Spare tire. One thing that's nice on this particular unit, these are LED lights and has backup lights. A lot of trailers do not have backup lights. This unit has an outside kitchen, and we can open that up. The stove pulls out here, and underneath the stove there's a connection. There's the hose, but there's a connection up underneath here, as well as down here that you connect that hose to. When we go inside, we'll show how to operate the awning. And as we get over here, this particular unit has a bracket for an outside TV, place to connect the antenna or the satellite to the TV, and then a 110 outlet right near the TV. And there's another 110 outlet on this side. Let's see, I think that covers most of the outside stuff. The steps fold up to go in, and we'll cover the inside in just a moment. The outlet in the kitchen, as well as the two outlets that are outside here, and the bathroom outlet and kitchen outlets, operate off the ground fault interrupter. So if you don't have power at those locations, check the ground fault interrupter. Thank you. This is the vent for the furnace. The furnaces on the campers draw air from the outside for the combustion and then blow the exhaust out. And this is the vent over the stove. There are two latches you can see that you have to release to have that flap free when you're at the site.